Okay, guys, with Jake, one of the press gangers in the Raleigh area, we're going to actually review literally how physics come into play with Warmachine and the notion of kill vectors. We're going to start this game with, this is the conclusion, or the bottom of the second turn. Striker's about to go. Sorsha has just moved up, having cast Wind Rush and Fog of War, with only one energy or one piece of focus left on her. And now we're going to go ahead and let Jake explain the rest of the game.
Okay, so the first thing we see right here is we're analyzing our opponent. We see the Juggernaut right here coming at us. We're not going to be able to take him out one turn except with the Ironclad. The Charger is in prime position to try to assassinate. But Sorsha, having cast Fog of War and being behind a wall and having Wind Rush up, we are not shooting her. She's at the defense 22 right now. That is, you can't shoot that. So what we're going to try to do is Striker's got a spell called Earthquake. We're going to try to arc it through this guy to try to knock her down. Since she's right next to this Destroyer who's sitting next to the wall, try to have some defense anyway, we're going to try to hit him with it so that she's caught underneath the AoE to try to knock him down. So we got to keep 3 focus on Striker in order to cast that spell. And then we want to pump some shots. How we kill her is with the Charger. We want to have 2 boosted shots with the Charger straight into her. See if that does the trick. So the first thing that we do is we allocate our focus. And then the next thing is we move this little guy up. Move him up, right up. 6 inches up. He was 22 inches from the back edge. So that means that the last turn, the bottom of turn 1, that's exactly enough distance for him to run fully up the board. So he ran all his full distance. This guy right here, he's 15 inches up, so he just walked. Striker's staying behind him for protection. This guy, he ran up as well, but not quite the full distance. So the next thing we do is we move this Ironclad. We want to get him up out of the way. We want to move him up like this, but just enough so that this guy is outside of his threat range. He's got a nice big threat range on him. He might still have to take a hit, but we'll see. Next, we activate Striker. We move Striker up, straight up like that, and then check our control area. She's just 10 inches away. So, we're going to pop our 3, and we're going to arc through him, who's in our control area, Earthquake right onto her. Because she's so high, we're going to arc it right onto him. So, his defense, behind the wall, is a 14, against Striker's focus of a 6. So if we hit with an 8, we hit. We do hit. But if we didn't, then it would try to deviate. And being so close with the Lancer, it wouldn't deviate very far. Because the max distance between these two, divided by 2, is as far as it could go. And having a big 3-inch AoE, it's not going far at all. We could have tried to hit her and just counted on a miss and just had to deviate in front of him. And it wouldn't have gone more than an inch. And it would have guaranteed a hit. So the next thing that we do is we see a Striker. We check the range of his weapon. Range 10. Let's just try to pop a shot into her. Range 10. We've got it. She's knocked down. But she still has Wind Rush, and she still is behind a wall, meaning she's a defense of 11. On his rat of a 6, we need a 5. So that'll hit. And she's armor with the 1 focus. She's armor of a 15 against my POW of a 10. So it's dice minus 5. Just try to nickel and dime a little bit. That's 4 damage. That's 4. She's got 13 left out of her 17 total. So next up is the Charger. Charger's just going to go up, move his 6, block the charge lane from him to him. So if he ends up closing the gap, then we can close it right back onto him, and it'll trade pieces without having a big point sink. We have 3 focus on him, so we spend 1 to boost the first attack. Charger's got powerful attack, so all of his attacks are boosted when he spends a focus. So we need to meet her defense of 11 being knocked down, instead of 22, which is a lot better. He's a rat of a 6. 6 plus 8, that beats an 11. Alright, and that's boosted damage. So it's a POW 12 on him against her armor of 15 with the focus. So it's dice minus 3. Alright, let's not roll that grit. Let's not roll that grit. That's fine. The 11 works. That's average. Alright. So we rolled an 11, which means it's dice minus 3, so that's 8 damage to her. Combine that with the 4 that's originally done, she's got 6 left. So let's buy another attack. Boost to hit. That'll hit. That's all she wrote. And that's how you win with a Cygnar battle box. While maintaining, if this dice failed, then we would have had a secondary attempt the next turn. If Sorsha didn't manage to pull off some crazy shenanigans.